Greetings. Yesterday I had a discussion with a friend about when the Lord would come back, and he said that he thought within about the next 50 years the Lord would come back. I thought that was an interesting statement because it would have to include the Great Tribulation, which is yet to happen. And so we talked a little bit more about that, and then we departed from each other. Then I started thinking about the things of the tribulation and what was going to happen, and I understood that there is no argument about the martyrdom of saints in the scriptures for the testimony of Jesus. And there's no doubt in history about the martyrdom of believers for the testimony of Jesus. And there's no doubt during the tribulation there will be a great multitude, Scripture says, which no man could number, of all nations, kindreds, and peoples and tongues, which will be martyred for the testimony of Jesus during the Great Tribulation, Revelation 7:14. I'm not saying these things to argue pre-trib versus post-trib doctrine. I do believe Revelation chapter 7 tips us about these saints who came out of the Great Tribulation. My focus, thinking about this now, is on the results of having the testimony of Jesus at any time, before the tribulation and in the future during the tribulation. Testimony culminates into action. We hear that in different ways, told to us by all kinds of background as far as denominations are concerned. I believe there are too many believers playing it safe today in regard to their testimony of Jesus. Why? Fear of persecution, and maybe fear of being asked to live for Jesus. The 6 seals of Revelation 6 happened specifically during the first 3.5 years of the Great Tribulation, before the 7th seal. Scripture shows us the death of a great multitude happens after the 144,000 are sealed from the tribes of the children of Israel. Revelation 7:4. Scripture shows that after the 144,000 are sealed, the great multitude who died during the first 3.5 years are standing before the throne of God in Revelation 7:15. Revelation 7 ends on a positive note. John writes, "These martyred saints shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat." Revelation 7:16. These saints who died for the testimony of Jesus, who came out of the Great Tribulation, shall be led unto living fountains of waters, and God shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes. Revelation 7:17. Too many believers today who say they believe the gospel and expect to be given all that is given the martyred saints of Scripture, but have no testimony for Jesus in their walk, have decided to forsake the testimony of Jesus. The evidence shown in the Bible honors the saint of any age who is willing to follow the Lord. There's a saying used in the sports arena. Don't just say it, bring it. Thank you.